very good evening to you and welcome. It's Thursday, 27th June 2024. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this evening, President Tinubu, Vice President, governors meet to resolve minimum wage issue. Senate ready to approve purchase of presidential jets on President Tinubu's request. National Assembly amends implementation of 2023 Supplementary Appropriation Bill. Tricycle drivers along NTA Apara Link Road want rehabilitation of road. Today is MSME Day. On the foreign scene, UN agency says over 750,000 people in Sudan at risk of starvation. I am Constance Mega. We begin the news this evening with reports of a meeting held between President Bola Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, state governors and ministers to resolve issues around the new way as other economic matters. But the meeting comes after the Vice President chaired the National Economic Council meeting with the state governors, their deputies and ministers. Well, recall that the Federal Executive Council stepped down a minimum wage review memo to allow for more consultations. And as you may know, some state governors had said they cannot pay the 62,000 naira earlier proposed as the new wage. And yesterday, the Southern Governors Forum, during its meeting in Lagos, said the state government should be allowed to negotiate a different minimum wage. Well, President Tinubu is expected to announce the new minimum wage. Also, recall that during the May Day celebration, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara promised to pay the state civil servants whatever the tripartite committee arrives at with the federal government. And the tripartite committee has proposed 62,000 naira, while the organized labor is insisting on 250,000 naira. The Senate has passed a bill for an act to amend the implementation of the 2023 Supplementary Appropriation Bill till 31st December 2024. The passage followed the emergency plenary presided over by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. In his remark, Senator Akpabio expressed his belief that the implementation would allow the executive to complete all abandoned projects. But in the House of Representatives, opposition lawmakers opposed the bill to amend the implementation of the 2023 Supplementary Appropriation Bill after the Speaker, Abbas Tajuddin, read the President's letter. Well, the House of Representatives later went into a closed-door session to deliberate on the matter before it was passed. Also, Senate President Godswill Akpabio says the Senate will approve the proposal for the purchase of a new presidential jet if President Bola Tinubu makes a request for it. Well, Senator Akpabio said this at plenary today. But he, however, said there was no request for the approval for the purchase of a presidential jet yet. Moving on now, some business owners in Port Harcourt are calling for easy access to loans to support their businesses. In an interview with our correspondent, they expressed concern over some of the bogus requirements they're expected to meet to get loans. But their comments come as the world marks Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Day.
By giving out business loans, grants, by holding seminars that they can attend to help them.
People spend on revenue in local government and the state in general.
What we actually do is at the beginning of the year, we locate each and every one of these people through the secretariat, maybe the local government secretariat or federal inland something, and then we see the ones who can pay, the ones who can negotiate, and we just show them how to pay.
Banks of 60 to 70% of employment, 50% of GPs will United Nations Sustainable Goals. Meanwhile, non-organization trade group of the Port Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Edugom Hansen, says her research shows that the theme of this year's World MSME celebration is building a stronger future together. the crisis it's in the state. Business narrative that is discouraged business partner investment to
American Hospital Dubai is setting up office in Nigeria. Everything concluded. I just want to see how I move that technology into the rural areas because it should slow down the rural to urban migration. The only way we can achieve that is to convince people that River State is a viable place.
Well, Mr. Prince will, however, urge the political class to rather accord the state governor the needed support that will attract more investment to River State. He also urged President Tinubu to approach the political crisis in River State with sincerity.
We need to let the governor do his work. For those who are unhappy, there is an election coming in a few years' time. When that election comes, they will have the opportunity to voice their thoughts. The more we distract him, the more we as a state in this, not only has it been engulfed in crisis, it has been engulfed in crisis which is internal and yet. If you ask me, I would suggest that an opportunity is brought so that these people can sit down and work out a way forward. The first attempt was an agreement that wasn't constitutional, did not have popular support. I think that the president was enrolled into that position.
Some traders at the Guruta market in Ikwere local government area of River State have blamed the growing dirt around the market on the absence of a public waste bin. The traders also accused the community leaders of collecting daily sanitation levies without cleaning the market, and they called on the government to intervene, adding that allowing dump sites inside the market constantly pollutes the air. Well, one of the market leaders, Charity Amechi, called for renovation of the market and reopening of blocked drainages inside the market. As you may know, the market operates daily but on a mega scale every 5 days. It was also gathered that street trading is a recurrent activity at different sections of the Iguruta market roundabout. Still to come, tricycle drivers along the NTA Apara Link Road in Obiakpo want rehabilitation of the road. Stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back, and now to the rest of the news. The Rivers State Commissioner for Youth Development, Chisom Gbali, has refuted claims by the people of Umuowalia that the land housing the Oyibo Motor Park near the Eke Oyibo Ultra Market belongs to them. In a statement, Dr. Gbali said the park and the popular Oyibo Market has been in use for over 70 years. He said the immediate past chairman of Oyibo, Okechukwu Akara Nwogu, demolished illegal stores within the park to reconstruct it into a modern structure. However, as his tenure ended, the people of Umuowalia encroached on the land, molding blocks and digging foundations for a building. But the NURTW quickly alerted the CTC chairman, Gogo Philip, where Dr. Gbali said this prompted him to pay an unscheduled visit to the area on Wednesday with the Oyibo CTC chairman and other stakeholders. He said he addressed workers and a representative of the community and called for a dialogue to resolve the issue. He also asked them to stop work on the land for now. But Dr. Gbali assured that the government is committed to using public lands for the benefit of all. Some tricycle drivers along the NTA Apara Link Road in Obiakpo local government area have called on the Rivers State government to urgently rehabilitate the road. A correspondent who visited the area reports that flood and potholes have taken over different sections of the road. In an interview, the tricycle drivers narrated their ordeal while using the road.
The bad road here, it spoils our tire, it destroys our brakes. Government do something. We don't have passengers because of bad road.
This Apara Link Road is very, very bad. We need to work on it so that everything will be smooth. We will go to mechanic every week.
I always go mechanic always. So when I work today, tomorrow, I'll go mechanic. I work tomorrow, next tomorrow, I'll go mechanic. It's in the worry me well.
Some residents also said the situation at the NTA Apara Link Road is worse during rainy days.
Apara Link Road, for the past 3-4 years, that road has been bad. What we pass through, driving that place, more especially rainy season, like this rainy season now, you can't even see your way. Government should come in, see what they can do to help.
If rain falls, it will take almost 1 hour. Nobody pass there, even car.
The problem is that there is no drainage there. They need to come and do drainage. We are really passing through a lot.
It is impassable. Your car will get spoiled. Water is always there. The bad spot, because of the effect of the water, it has deepened it. When you enter it, it swallows almost all your car. So it's like you are driving inside a hole before you come out. Cars spoil there every day.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
After more than 1 year of war in Sudan, about 755,000 people are now facing extreme hunger, while 8.5 million others grapple with food shortages that could result in acute malnutrition and death. Well, this is according to an assessment published today by the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification. Well, the conflict started in April 2023, but between the Sudanese armed forces under Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces led by his former deputy Mohammed Hamdan. Well, that's the news, but before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. You heard that President Bola Tinubu, his vice, Kashim Shettima, and state governors have met to resolve the minimum wage issue. And the Senate says it is ready to approve the purchase of a presidential jet if President Bola Tinubu requests for it. Tricycle drivers along the NTA Apara Link Road in Obiakpo wants the state government to rehabilitate the road. And on the foreign scene, a UN agency says over 750,000 people in Sudan are at risk of starvation. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Constance Mega. Thank you so much for listening. Good evening.